Hey, good morning, folks. Randy Wilson here, IGT, Wholesale Telecommunications Consultant, and just thought I'd jump right back in here this morning and just share some more thoughts with you guys about wholesale telecommunications, and sort of my adventure into this whole realm. Um, and like the title says, I didn't even know there was a wholesale telecommunications. I mean, who knew? So I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this. If you're even watching this video right now, you're probably thinking, what is he talking about? Wholesale telecommunications. A lot of times we think of wholesale like Costco, Price Club. Well, okay, I'm sorry. Price Club goes way back. Costco, Sam's Club, something like that, where you're a business and you go to Costco and you buy things on the cheaper so that you could take it to your store or restaurant and sell it for retail, right? That's the general idea that we think of wholesale versus retail. Well, who knew? Who knew that there was a wholesale retail telecommunications? Well, I promise you this, 90% of you guys out there are very familiar with retail. Okay. And that is you start a business and you pick up the phone and you call your service provider and you go, I need phone, I need internet. And they go, no problem. Let's get right in there and set you up. Well, turns out that's retail, folks. That's retail. Wholesale is when you contact your friendly neighborhood telecom broker, and your broker sort of acts on your behalf. And here's the thing: the broker has a relationship with all the telecommunications. Now, brokers aren't. There's not a whole bunch of them. Okay, there's only a handful, relatively speaking. As far as I know, there's only 200 in the entire world. Okay, wholesale telecom brokers, and I think maybe 100 of them exist in the U.S. And these wholesale telecom brokers, they are there's not going to be any more of them. Apparently, I don't know, some years ago, the world said no more wholesale telecom brokers. So there's not many. Okay, there's not many. As a matter of fact, you probably one did not ever hear of a wholesale telecom broker, and you probably certainly haven't heard of a wholesale telecom broker consultant agent. Okay, so this is all new. This is new to me for the most part. This is new to most people out there, most companies out there. Now, the broker that I work for, IGT uh, um, Consulting, they've been around for a long time, over 20 years, almost 25 years. They just never met me. But they've been around for a long time. So this wholesale telecommunications thing, even though it may be new to you, and it doesn't mean that it hasn't been around for a long, long time. There's a whole lot to it, but the bottom line is that if you're a business and you have phone and internet service and you rely on that for your the success of your business, then you probably want to position yourself to have the best possible service or services available in telecom. Okay, you want to have the best possible service and services. And in order to do that, then the best thing you can do is connect with a wholesale telecom broker. Now, of course, these are all good companies out there. They're all relatively good. You may have heard of some of the major companies out there, and you're used to doing business with the major companies out there. Wholesale is not a knock against any telecom company. It's not a knock against them. They all do their business. All we're saying is that you might want to contact us as a broker because we have a relationship with all of the telecom providers around the world. They do a lot to sort of help us help you, because they know that through us if we go out and select them for you, then there's a contract, a 3-year contract involved. There's a reputation involved. Our telecom broker, our wholesale broker, IGT, has a wonderful relationship and reputation in the marketplace. All telecom companies recognize us and want to do business with us. And as a matter of fact, let me show you something here in case you didn't have an idea of how the relationship works, or what does it mean to be a wholesale telecom broker. On the screen, I am sure you are familiar with one of these carriers out there. Here's all the carriers, at least a lot of the major ones. I'm sure there's a couple thousand of them out there, but these are some of the major ones. I'm sure you've either heard of these guys or you're doing business with these guys. Now, IGT, uh, uh, consulting, we're the broker and have a relationship with all of these guys. So when you come to us and say, "Hey, listen, I'd like an audit on my bill," okay, an audit on my bill, and I'd like to see, if how I can lower my billing or lower the cost of my services, or you may even say, "Hey, are there any other services out there? Are there any other carriers out there?" And this is what we generally are looking to target: people that want to audit their billing and therefore audit their existing system. And two, we want to, you know, position you to receive the wholesale pricing models that are available with all of these carriers. All these carriers have a wholesale pricing model. Um, and here's the thing: all of these carriers actually want to see you go wholesale. Okay. They want to provide you that better service. They want to improve on their pricing, their billing, their upgrade, updated. They want to do all this stuff for you. In the retail marketplace, it doesn't really allow them to do that so much, but in the wholesale aspect of this business, you'll learn a lot more about these telecom companies. You'll learn a lot more of the technologies that they have available to you. And the only way to really get this higher grade or higher level of service is through a telecom broker. Now, here's an interesting thing that took place recently. I live in California, Northern California, and we our favorite team here, or our local team, is the Oakland A's, and we had an event at the Oakland A's Coliseum. And what was cool about this is we had a private box. Our broker, Mr. David Kirby, IGT Consulting, uh, sort of scheduled an event, and these providers, which I'm sure you've heard of some of them, actually came out to present to us. And it was awesome. We got to meet a lot of these guys. And here's just a great picture I want to show you. This is you can see me in here. And this is the CEO of IGT, Mr. David Kirby, here to the far left. And then you see some of the agents here, the other consultants here, and some of those people in that picture are some of the carriers, and they're there as well. Okay, so it's kind of cool to see that kind of stuff. Anyways, so hey guys, just wanted to share this information with you. Hey, don't feel bad. Okay, you probably didn't know about wholesale telecommunications. Most people don't, but we certainly want to bring some awareness, get some education, and certainly, demonstrate to you just how impactful wholesale telecommunications can be for your company. All I need to do so is a copy of a recent phone bill, phone internet bill, phone and or internet bill, and then from that point forward, we can start auditing what your bill looks like and have a conversation with you about how we can put you in a better position. The cool thing is that if necessary, we can even get your current carrier or any carrier on the line with us and actually discuss what you're trying to do and how we can make improvements in your service. How about that?